Chapter 3, Master Peeing. Orange mother used her death in exchange for Ğionhan's soft-heartedness. Ğionhan buried her in the name of Mrs. Orange. He stood in front of her grave and put the red book into the burning joss papers. "Don't worry, I will take care of Orange for you and raise him until he gets married and has children." People criticize her, but her love for her son is the same as that of all mothers in the world. The icy cold wind whizzed past, and the joss papers burning by the stone turned black and gray instant and drifted away with the wind. He picked up Orange, who had already fainted from crying, and walked home with firm steps. The night wind is bleak, adding to the coldness. There was no extra quilt at home. He took off his cotton-padded jacket for the Orange, put Orange in his quilt, and could not help looking carefully. In just 3 days, the little face lost weight. The thick eyelashes were stained with tears. After the winter wind, it formed a layer of crystal frost. Ğionhan felt inexplicably distressed for a while, so he covered the quilt for Orange and went out to cook porridge. "Orange, get up and drink porridge." Someone called Orange's name. Orange's eyelashes trembled and slowly opened. The strange house is not Orange's home. The tall man is not Orange's gentle and beautiful mother. "I want my mother." Orange covered with a quilt and started crying. Looking at the little boy crying and shaking in the quilt, Ğionhan stroked his forehead with a headache. After a long time, he reached out and pulled the quilt away, lifted Orange, and helped Orange put on a padded jacket. Ğionhan said in a gentle voice, "Orange, don't cry, your mother suffered a lot during her lifetime, and now she has gone to a place where everyone is kind and will take good care of her." "Really?" Orange asked timidly, opening water eyes that were red and swollen from crying. Facing those clear and hopeful eyes, Ğionhan nodded firmly and fastened Orange padded jacket buttons. Orange looked at his seriousness and suddenly felt less uneasy. On the middle of the table, there was a small pot of sticky white rice porridge on it, and a plate of pickles beside it. Farmers often drink thick polenta, and they are willing to cook some rice only during festivals. Orange had only eaten white rice porridge once since Orange was a child. Orange could not help but swallow and forget the sadness. Ğionhan took off his shoes, asked Orange to sit next to him, and filled 2 bowls respectively. "It is a little hot. Eat slowly." "Yes, master." Orange obediently, gently scooped a small spoon, handed it in front of the lips to blow, and then took a sip. It was not like other farm children. Orange chewed slowly, just like a little girl. Ğionhan looked at Orange with more pity. He probably learned it from his mother. Poor Orange, who has never had a male elder around since he was a child. No wonder he looks like a girl. In the winter in the north, the night comes very early. After Orange came out of the toilet, the sky was full of stars, with a dense line in the middle, bright like a jade belt. Facing the brightest star, Orange murmured, "Mother, have you arrived at the place Master said?" "Mother, don't worry. Master is very kind to me. I will try my best to learn to hunt with him and grow tall in the future." The star flickered as if responding to Orange. Orange smiled contentedly, wrapped the collar tightly, and ran into the house. "Master, are you still going out? Would you like me to lock the door?" Ğionhan took off his jacket and said, "Lock the door, then go to sleep." Putting his clothes aside, and lay in his underwear under the quilt. When Orange entered the house, the first thing Orange saw was the chamber pot. Seeing Orange staring at the ground in a daze, Ğionhan cannot help urging, "Come up quickly, be careful of freezing." "Oh." Orange obeyed obediently, climbed up the narrow wooden porch, took off the clothes. Seeing that Ğionhan had raised the quilt a little, Orange slipped into it. In the past, Orange's mother would put her arms around Orange to sleep. Orange did not feel that there was anything unaccustomed to it. Moreover, Master had already covered the bed warmly. After sleeping until midnight, Orange suddenly heard the sound of running water. Orange in a daze saw Master urinating in his hand, which connected with a chamber pot. Orange did not know the difference between men and women and thought maybe because Orange had not grown up, so they were different. Orange turned over and continued to sleep. End of chapter 3.